And these wildfires leave behind burn scars that we have seen in years past have the ability to really impact flooding in Flagstaff communities. So tonight, the burned area emergency response team is putting feet on the ground to try to get ahead of potential monsoon storm damage. Holly Bach joining us now with more on how this data is really so important to folks living in Flag.
Yes, it's extremely important. So the team got to Flagstaff earlier this afternoon. They plan to start up tomorrow. They'll go to that pipeline burn scar and really start to assess the severity. These evaluations help the county and the city identify post-fire risks like flash flooding and debris flow, which in turn can help residents have a better idea of what they're up against this monsoon.
We're trying to get on the ground pretty quickly because, we know that this is a big fire and it's got some consequences for communities. And so we want to try to produce our soil burn severity map so our partners can help coordinate a response to help protect communities.
Matthew O'Neill is the bear coordinator with the Coconino National Forest. He says the biggest worry right now is what the flooding could look like this monsoon, now that the pipeline fire has burned over other established burn scars.
It does look like a big swath of the Schultz, the 2010 Schultz fire, did reburn in this pipeline fire. And essentially, we're not really sure how the landscape's going to react to that.
This graphic from the National Weather Service helps explain why burn scars are such a big flood risk. Wildfires burn vegetation that in some cases would catch some of the water. In addition, ash stops the soil from absorbing water. Then during heavy rain, some of the ash is carried along with the water, causing dangerous flash flooding and mudslides. Just last month, the Bear team was out researching the burn scar of the tunnel fire near Flagstaff, which burned more than 19,000 acres. The team deemed it low soil burn severity or unburned, meaning the burn was not as severe as it could have been. O'Neill isn't sure yet what the pipeline fire severity map will show, but says they plan to have the data to the county and city within the next 3 days. He says this information is crucial as monsoon storms begin to fire up.
Everyone's working real hard to try to get a grasp on what's going to happen so that we can address effects where control measures are best applied.
And the city of Flagstaff is encouraging residents to prepare for the monsoon by placing sandbags throughout their neighborhoods. Jamie, they also say it's so important to buy flood insurance now.
Yes, it was so scary when we saw those floodwaters rushing through Flagstaff neighborhoods.
Yep.
Thank you, Holly.
Of course.